Okay. Hello everyone. It's going to be a very short stream because David keeps annoying me that he wants to see me stream this game. So, we are going to do this. It is going to probably be brief, but we will see what it is. Once the food is ready, I am getting off. So, to that end, oh, these are my remains. Wait, what the? Oh, crud. Yeah, there we go. Didn't end horribly. Stamina regeneration is more valuable to me. Might want to go north first instead of continuing on this path because this area is very high risk from what I've observed. Every time I've come here, I've ended up regretting it. Let's consume. I want to consume it, I actually just want to take it. Oh, there we go. So I can collect these, but I can't collect the other. That is obviously a trap of some sort. Don't have a lot of ammo. Probably shouldn't have done that. Let's see what my situation is. Is there ammo that I can get? Not easily. I'd have to fight through multiple opponents in order to get more. Oh. I'm dead. I knew it. Knew I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. I hate that thing. I don't understand how on earth I'm supposed to fight it. Because I have all these, so I can just use them if I want to. Spell recharge speed. I don't even have spells, so it's like I don't even know why to bother with that. I mean, I got a little bit here, but Sanctum. And I can't even enhance any of my gear. I have no gear to equip, so it's like the game feels very unfinished. Like, it is very much still, like, alpha gameplay. And while it's alright, it's interesting as far as, like, being able to run around and stuff like that. I really feel like there should be a little bit more work on it. But it does have its ditch. Like, I'm not saying that it's entirely a pointless game and nobody should play it. It's just, I'm gonna be real. If I had another game, like, I wish Doom Eternal was kind of a better game. Because that game just isn't what I want. Like, I want Doom 2016 but better. And they did not. Really? Come on. There we go. More stamina. As much as I want that, I know what I really should be doing. Got it. And you have to play this on keyboard and mouse, because if you, or not keyboard and mouse, sorry, you have to play this on controller, because like, you have to rebind everything. The bindings that they have are absolute trash. Like, really, they could use the Dishonored bindings and it would be perfectly acceptable, but like, what they've selected is just not very good. These control bigger ones, but honestly, you fight a lot more lower level guys, so it's more worthwhile to just select that. Gotcha. Got you. Limited benefit to that risk. I'm not going to bother. I don't know what the point is of it or why to burn the time and energy, but all I've been... What? Oh! Crud. Oh, come on, are you... Oh, come... What the... So you can't even jump over them backwards. Like, you... So, like, even if you go over them, you don't even get to, like, actually go over them. Because, like, I double jumped, and I felt myself hitting the edge of the map, and I was like, I'm double jumping over this dude. And I could see it on the minimap. I'm pretty sure I was doing that right. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Oh. Well, I just lost all those souls, but it is what it is. And I will say, like, the point of case is you can just go really fast from, like, run to run. So it's, like, good in that regard. They understand, like, what's important to make the game replayable. And I think it has, like, the fundamentals down to be good, but it's just not there right now. It has a lot it needs to figure out. Ooh. That's better. 40% chance to get bullets back is a really big thing. It doesn't reward me if I, you know, get my kills, but what the? Fine, whatever. What? Definitely show. Okay. Mission accomplished. That's going to be where I go next, I suppose. That was sloppy on my part, but it's okay. Now, David, if you do not watch this stream, I'm going to send you this, and I'm going to let you know. I will be very annoyed at you that you bothered me while I was doing my own stuff to effectively go and, you know, stream for you, and you didn't watch the stream. Real disappointing, mate. I really don't count unless you talk. I'm not going to open that portal just yet. I still have a heal. I'm not even that low health, so I'm going to take it. was something, I suppose. I'm gonna go back and get some ammo, I suppose, because I am entirely out. I prefer this class over the one I was playing previously, though. I will say this, like, it is a lot better. Like, the game, ranged gunplay does not feel very good in this game. Definitely prefers close range fighting more than anything else. I really think, like, if you want to play this style of game and actually have a lot of fun, go play the Citadel and then play, what was it? The Fall of the Citadel, or crud, why is my brain blanking on it? Return of the Citadel? Ooh. Interesting. That's something. Kind of surprised I didn't get the shipwreck. I thought I had already gotten that with everything I did, but... Oh, maybe that's it right there? No. Maybe it's in here somewhere? No. Shipwreck always has something or another. Maybe it wants me to interact with the captain again? Nope. I don't get it. What on earth could this thing even be referencing to? Because I don't see a chest outside of the one that I've already done. And all the other ones showed, like, you know, they're finished, so maybe it's possible that there's multiple chests and I'm... Unless that's the thing that I'm supposed to be trying to get to, but I really don't think so. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just like... I wonder. No, it's saying it's here. Yeah, it's like literally around... Okay, yeah, doesn't look like it's hanging up above, doesn't look like it's on the side, doesn't look like it's one of these barrels. is another one. Okay. So there's another one. So I was right. It is kind of like a multi-phased piece, but you have to pretty much play like Ring Around the Mosey, trying to figure out which is actually. I mean, I get it, kind of like thematically and all that. It's kind of cool, but it's just more frustrating than. Still not gone. What? Wait. Oh, there's more. Okay, so there's a chest now somewhere. Leave me with my ill-gotten spoils, or do I already have everything and now there's nothing left for me to really be worried about? How do I know? I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It's kind of frustrating. It's a good game. It is a good game. I will give it that. It's just, like, you can feel the sheer amount of, like, it's not polished, it doesn't have itself, like, figured out. It doesn't even fully feel like it knows what it wants to be, and that's not entirely at the fault of the devs, because, you know, it is early access. Like, there's still a lot to, kind of unpack, but for the price point and everything, they're effectively early access games are really not being treated as early access, and they haven't been for a while. They're effectively coming out at priced of like a full-fledged game, and there's a bunch of features that are who knows how long out from actually doing it, and it's working in a polished, it's polished enough state that it could like just be a D tier game. And this is like showing signs that it could be a significantly higher quality game, but it's just not there. Like, it just really isn't. It's good. Don't get me wrong, it is good, but it's not so good that I'm just like willing to just overlook the fact of the price point to what it is. It's effectively a really nice like UE tech demo. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like a tech demo. Like, what? Like, see, they're here. They're like, I can tell that these are supposed to be somethings, but there's no interaction. I don't know what to do. And it's like, they have a tutorial, but the tutorial isn't that great. And why is this one different than the others? I don't know. Does it matter? Wow. Nah. Okay, so I have to figure out how to get into the dining area, but the problem is I don't have... Oh. Nope, still can't do anything with that. Okay, that's fine. So I gotta figure out how to get up there, which seems like there's two real ways of doing it. You either go through the switchbacks or you go the long way around, which are fine. But it's like, these aren't really arenas, you know? Like, it's kind of an arena shooter, but they kind of built it to be just an island, but at the same time, like, there's an arena, but at the same time, the enemies don't really fit to the arena, so it's like, what, like, what is the plan? What are you guys doing? That's really what it kind of feels like. Like, Doom, yeah, it was an arena shooter, 100%, but it was an arena shooter that felt like the enemies were placed into that area with a purpose. You don't get that here. You just feel like they have a group of enemies and they're just dumping them someplace, and that's kind of it. And I'm not sorry for being so critical. I really feel like my statements are very reasonable. Almost out entirely. It's like... Oh, come on! And it's like, this is kind of why it's difficult, because it's like it's so uneven fighting, like all the time. You're just constantly in these like weird shaped places, which really force you to go into like these forward moves. Like, the beauty of being in like the more manufactured environments generally means you're not like tripping over just shit on the ground. And it's like, in games like Oblivion or like the Elder Scrolls series, let's say, when you have like the ability to like float around and jump and like do kind of cartoony stuff, getting those kind of bullshit moments of like, oh, I'm stuck on the corner of a rock, but you know, I could have jumped over it or whatnot. You don't really have that here because you're stuck with such a more limited system. um like, Doom is the same way. If you look at a lot of the boomer shooters, they don't have those like small little clippy things because like the mobility is such a big part of the game, and it feels terrible when you're just stuck on these little stupid things that are part of the environment, that like, I have fixed resources and I can't really do too much about these kind of things. You can't really mitigate it, so you have to get close to an enemy, but then you got to get close to an enemy in tight confines, and you don't have like, you know, like, the range combat doesn't feel fully fleshed out. The close range combat doesn't feel fully fleshed out. The environments are very nice, but the enemies are effectively just the usual suspects that are just dumped over the map. And you're fighting over and over and over again the exact same group of guys. it doesn't feel that great. Like this, like for the price point of this game. I'm going to end stream in a bit, but first things first, I want to actually just quit out of this and I want to just look at the price of this game. The price of this game is $40. For $40, this thing is saying that it is equivalent to, let's go look up Monster Hunter. So Monster Hunter World, it's saying it's worth double of Monster Hunter World. It's saying it's worth the same as Monster Hunter Rise. Let's see here. It's saying it's worth 40, let's say 50% of. No, let's actually say it's worth 30% of Monster Hunter Wilds when that comes out, and its demo was significantly higher polished. I mean, you could say performance hitching and other issues. Let's go actually look at well, I said Doom. Let's look at Doom. It's saying that it is worth 4 times or double. It's double Doom. The 2016 version, which was phenomenal. It's saying that it's worth, gosh, yeah, I mean 4 times almost of Doom 3, Doom 1 and 2 you can get together. Like, it just, Doom Eternal didn't scratch the itch. It was a fundamentally different game than the original Doom uh, re-release. So I'm not a particular fan of it. And then Doom Dark Ages, I'm going to be real. I'm leery to say this is going to be a return to form. It really looks like they're just leaning heavier into Doom Eternal. And if you liked Doom Eternal, you're probably going to like Doom the Dark Ages. But really, that's not an apt comparison. Uh, let's see here. Let's see. Can I filter? I want to pull in. What type of game is this? Well, let's go to the single player. Let's go into action. Does this have Call of Duties in there? So let's see here. Adventure. Maybe this will solve my problem here. I just want to kind of look through it. Like Blasphemous. Again, Dragon's Dogma, very different genre, but once again, it's a very well polished game, and it's older, and it's $30, which I think is, well, it's $30, and it has the Dark Arisen DLC. Um, so okay, fine, I'll concede that one. Um, let's see, what else is there? Dying Light 2, one of my favorites. Intermission issues with the stream and everything. Intermission issues with the stream and everything. But let's see, is there anything that I really want to compare this thing to that's like really close? Like Metal Gear, I know there's a couple. Try to remember the name of those boomer shooters because there were some really good ones out there. Not Quasimorphosis. It's the problem of having such a massive library. It's really hard to track through it. Like Celico, I wasn't particularly a fan of Celico. It's interesting. It just kind of feels weird. But again, this is still cheaper and it is in early access. If it was like $24, I would say that was a fairly okay price. I would still say for what it is probably a bit overpriced, but it's not terrible. Signalis, again, different style, but that would be a great one. Stalkers are all are interesting games and all very cheap for what they are. Like the Stalker series is just great. Let's see what else is there. I'm going to